When we first opened, we were shooting for to bring it back to like the 30s and 40s. When we first opened, we even had a cigarette girl walking around selling cigarettes. But I would say that's the era we are shooting for. The look here and everything. And we also have the outdoor garden area, which we're right on the river. And we have boat docks down there so boats can come. We are a very big space. You can come here for dinner and then spend the whole evening here, and once you're done, you can just go home. We have a 4 o'clock license, at 5 o'clock on Saturday, so it can be a rather long evening. The neighborhood is changing. You're getting people living in the area now. And we have people that walk down the street, will walk in here and say, I've driven by here 100 times, and I've never looked in or walked in. When they come in, they're just amazed at our space. There's not many places like this around.
So Jerry, you say that Green Dolphin Street always puts you in a great frame of mind. Tell us why you chose it.
Green Dolphin Street is one of the most unusual dining experiences I've had in Chicago. It's a terrific combination of good food, a great environment, and terrific jazz. It's located in the heart of the city in a very industrial area, but you walk through the door and it's this beautiful park-like setting with some of the most terrific fresh ingredients, organically grown food that I've had in a long, long time.
The Green Dolphin is famous for featuring local talent, and the restaurant is it's famous for a great venue for live music.
Terrific live music. It's primarily a jazz venue, but it really mixes it up. Sometimes it's more traditional jazz, sometimes it's Latin-focused jazz. It's free admission to the club for any of the diners in the restaurant, and the cover charge ranges from free to about $20 if you haven't enjoyed dinner there that evening.
Well, Laura, we sent you to Green Dolphin Street. Did you enjoy the groovy sounds and the food?
I really enjoyed it. It was a great pick. I can't even count how many times I've driven by and been so intrigued, because it's sort of an anomaly right there on Webster and Ashland. You're just like, there's no other restaurants nearby. You're right on the Chicago River. There's a beautiful yard. I didn't love the food, but I loved the atmosphere, and I would definitely go back. But I was a little disappointed in my entree.
What did you have? What didn't you love about the food?
I had a garlic roasted ravioli, and it was tasty, but it was served at room temperature, and I think it was supposed to be served hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had the same experience. Mine was not room temperature, it was cold. The water was warm, the food was cold. I agree that the music was fabulous. The vocalist was absolutely incredible. She transformed you to a different place and time. She was very good, but I was very disappointed in the menu. One of the things that really disappointed me was they asked if I wanted bottled water or tap water, and so we chose to get bottled spring water. The water was warm. Like I said, the food was cold. While we were sitting there drinking our bottled water, the server comes along and refills it with tap water. Big deal, not that big of a deal. Till I got the bill and realized I had paid $6 for a glass of water. I just wasn't impressed.
If you're paying $6, you want the real deal.
I want the real deal.
Absolutely.
I was not. The music was fabulous. The ambiance was great. I would highly recommend people go to listen to the music. Definitely wouldn't recommend the restaurant, the food.
I would recommend going there for drink and appetizers on a date. It was all couples when we were there. I could see it's a great date place.
Who did you go with?
I went with 3 girlfriends. So we were Sex in the City, sort of. But I would recommend it. But the food, maybe they were trying too hard with the menu.
It does remain one of my favorite places for food. My experience has really been very different. I'm not particularly a pasta eater, so I never have had the pasta there. We eat a lot of fish, and I had a delicious piece of crispy skinned whitefish the last time we went. My wife had the tuna, which was done just perfectly.
also had the tuna, which I was not impressed with at all. But I did like, I must say, it was the best piece of lamb I think I've ever eaten.
We had the heirloom tomato salad and the artisanal cheese plate as the appetizer, but we didn't have an explanation of what the cheeses were. And if the waiter had told us that, we would have appreciated it more.
Sure.
And same thing with the heirloom tomato salad.
Because I was coming on Check Please, I wanted to ask a lot of questions and be very inquisitive about ingredients, and I asked what kind of tomatoes were in the salad. The waiter gave me a fairly generic answer like red, green, and yellow, but apparently went back to the kitchen and the chef came out and had written out on a slip for me exactly what kind of tomatoes and where to find them and what's most available this season. So I felt...
What did you have for dessert?
I had the devil's food cake, which was fantastic.
I had vanilla creme brulee. It was fabulous. It really was. But then again, there are very few desserts that don't rock my world.
Right. Especially creme brulee. I'm a big creme brulee fan too.
So yes, and the person that I was with had the devil's food chocolate cake. It was a lot of chocolate.
It's a lot of chocolate.
When they say chocolate, they do mean layers and layers of chocolate mousse, chocolate cake, chocolate sorbet.
No such thing as too much chocolate.
No,
but-
Honestly,
no such
Connie,
thing.
I was going to ask that.
No
There's
such thing. No.
I had the creme brulee as well. It was delicious.
Now, Laura, the night that you went, did you have live music that you enjoyed?
We did, but we ate at 8:30, and by the time we were done with dinner, it was about 10, and the room was crowded. There wasn't really anywhere to sit and enjoy the music. But that was fun, too, to sort of stand and enjoy it on the sideline.
Around 10, the dance floor was hopping. It was really a
Did you want
nice...
to jump in?
Did you jump in?
No, I didn't jump in. I didn't jump in, but I would definitely, like I said, go back there for the entertainment. It's the kind of place that can become almost a weekly Friday night place if you just want to really hear some very good music.
Well, Jared, Green Dolphin Street was your selection. Give us a summary.
Terrific setting right on the river, great food, and terrific jazz. I hit on all three.
All right. Connie?
I would highly recommend the entertainment. Thought the jazz was great. Agree with him on that. Would not necessarily recommend it for the dining.
All right. And Laura?
I feel the same way as Connie. It was a great place, great entertainment, beautiful scenery. I wouldn't recommend the food, but I would recommend the dessert and drinks if you're going to go.
Well, you can jazz it up at Green Dolphin Street, 2200 North Ashland, 773-395-0066. Open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Reservations are recommended, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is $48.